It's Thursday, December 22nd. It is 6:20 a.m. We've had a good night here at Holden Beach on their public docks right on the ICW. Very convenient to use, and it's been a good night here. The wind last night blew us onto the dock gently, which was nice, very convenient. And according to the forecasts, we were hoping to have winds gently pushing us off the dock this morning. That would have been very nice. Unfortunately, that hasn't quite happened. Instead, the wind is coming not from our port beam pushing us off the dock, but instead coming from astern. So we're using one of our favorite resources to strategize on exactly how we're going to safely depart this dock. Later on today, we're going to be continuing our voyage down the ICW to Osprey Marina in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We'll be crossing the state line. We've got 3 bridges to go on to pass through that must open for us, including some that we know quite well from our many visits to Myrtle Beach. So it's going to be fun to see those bridges as a sailor instead of as a driver. Anyway, that's about it for now. We're hoping to set off. I'm going to start the engine in about 10 minutes. We'll set off hopefully in about 40 minutes. We've got a lot of dock lines to undo, a lot of power cords to undo, and then we'll be on our way south. In the end, we were able to get off the dock pretty straightforwardly. The wind was coming from astern, but also slightly off the dock, so we put a spring line leading aft from the bow, and when we released the stern line, the wind coming off the port quarter just gently pushed the stern of the boat away from the dock, so we were able to reverse away, avoiding the pilings that were in front of us, and it all went well. It all went well. The wind was our friend, not quite as much as we hoped, but enough. We're now underway. It is a wet and grey morning. I got soaked working all the dock lines. My stuff's all hanging up in the shower, trying to dry it there. Dan's at the helm right now. He's using radar, he's using AIS, he's using his eyeballs to keep an eye open for what's ahead and any hazards. We're hoping to get to Osprey tonight, Osprey Marina in South Carolina. We'll cross the state line today, and at the marina we'll be able to park the boat for a few days connected to shore power so that we can run the heat during the dangerously cold weather spell that's about to hit the United States. So that's the plan. Around some of the inlets, the safe channel became very narrow, which is why we were so close to the markers. I don't see any obstructions. I only see the next day mark. Hey Dan? What? It's 30 minutes to the state line, so if the cops don't get you before then, you're free and clear. We brought Whitetail into North Carolina in mid-April, and now finally she's left the state. We're now in South Carolina. Since we're in South, not North Carolina, you can see it's balmy and warm. These are the big casino ships that go out of Little River so that patrons can enjoy gambling in the open sea. And this is the Crab Shack, a place at which we've dined several times as visitors to Myrtle Beach, seeing it for the first time from the water. Little River Bridge, Little River Bridge, Little River Bridge. This is SV Whitetail. This is SV Whitetail heading south on ICW towards your location. Over.
You said SV Whitetail?
That's correct. Sailing vessel Whitetail, like the white-tailed deer.
Attention! Little River Bridge is preparing to open. All vessels, please remain outside center.
Little River Bridge, permission to come through?
Okay, come on through, Cap.
Thank you, Bridge Master, much appreciated. Thank you, Bridge Master. This is SV Whitetail. We are through. Merry Christmas and all the best for a good 2023. Over and out.
You're welcome. Enjoy your day. Stay safe.
Barefoot Landing Bridge, Barefoot Landing Bridge, Barefoot Landing Bridge. This is SV Whitetail, southbound on ICW. I've just passed the corner and I'm looking at you now. Over.
Barefoot Bridge, SV Whitetail. Captain, are there any other vessels behind you that would require an opening, and what is your onboard? Over.
Hi there. The only vessel following that I'm aware of is the one that's just reached the Little River Bridge. I just heard them on 9. There's no one around us. I don't see anyone behind us. Over.
Roger, Captain. Captain, as soon as you get a little bit closer, I'll start the opening. The bridge swings away from you, so you can get fairly close. Over.
That's terrific. Thank you so much. See you shortly. Over. And here's the Flying Fish, a restaurant that Dan and I and his family have been coming to in Myrtle Beach for years. Don't normally see it from the waterfront though, normally see it from the inside. So the Intracoastal Waterway, or ICW, comprises a network of bodies of water. And some of them are natural, some of them are rivers, like the Cape Fear River. Some of them are very large bodies of water, estuaries, like, for example, Pamlico Sound. Others, where there was no opportunity to use a natural, like, pre-existing body of water, it's been necessary in some places to dig connecting canals between those natural bodies of water, and that's what we have here at Myrtle Beach. Here, we have a series of long straight cuts with many of them, not all of them, but many of them having artificial walls like this. So it's a pretty diverse system, the ICW, and it's a real bonus for sailors who want to head south to the Bahamas or the Caribbean quickly and conveniently. Sockasty Bridge, Sockasty Bridge, Sockasty Bridge. This is SV Whitetail, heading south along the ICW towards your location. Over.
10-4, Captain. I have you in sight. When you get a little closer, I'll start the opening.
Roger. That's marvelous, Bridge Master. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Over.
Caution, the Sockasty Bridge is now closing.
Sockasty Bridge, this is SV Whitetail. We are clear and on our way south. Thank you for your service today. Merry Christmas and all the best for 2023. Over and out.
Same to you, Captain. I wish you a speedy trip and a safe trip.
So we've just called Osprey Marina to let them know we're about 15 minutes out. They've told us we're going to be on their transient dock and we should prepare our starboard side. So I'm up here on the bow with some lines, get them on the starboard side cleat and get some fenders on as well. We have Whitetail's fenders out and lines ready on the starboard side, and we're entering the cut for Osprey Marina just off the ICW behind Myrtle Beach. Well, docking went great thanks to Taylor and Noah from Osprey. They came out and gave us a hand receiving lines as we came in, which always makes things easier. We're at the end of a T-dock. It's 3:30 and the boat's tied up and the power's on, 50 amp service, so it's great. Everything's looking good. We're ready to hunker down for the bad weather that is being predicted over the next few days, and it's really good that we've been able to get somewhere with power in order to survive the bad weather that's coming.